everybody, this is Sue. No, I haven't made a video for probably over a month, and so I thought I'd give you guys an update on what is going on. Um, I'm sitting out here on my front porch. Well, actually, I'm going to sit down here. Um, about a month ago, my grandson's house burned down, and so he, of course, then was homeless. So he moved in with me. He's not supposed to be here, and if my manager finds out, he could be thrown out. I don't know, but what do you do? Your grandchild is suddenly homeless. Well, he's not a child. He's going to be 31 in October, so he's not. My chair's all tangled up here. But anyway, so he came with one of his dogs. The other four are at the shelter right now. But the other day, he and my youngest grandson, my grandkids are not adult. My grandkids are adults. They're not children. But anyway, they went over to his burned out house and rescued a few things. And so I thought I would tell you what is going on. Oh, Zach is home. I wasn't expecting Zach for a while. Hi.
Hi.
I'm making a video. Okay, so I don't know where I was in my story, but Zach brought me a Reese's, one of the little fun-sized ones, about yay big. But anyway, what I was saying. Anyway, Saturday morning, my oldest grandson, Storm, yes, his middle name is Storm, his first name is Joshua, his middle name is Storm, and we call him Storm. Anyway, I was sound asleep. It was real early in the morning. I was sound asleep. He said, "Hey, Grandma, wake up. That's something I want to show you." So I came out here, and my two grandsons had gone over to the burned out house and rescued a few things. And I'm going to show you a couple of them because they have meaning for me. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure you can see this. This right here, as you can see, it's still covered in soot and everything. This was a jewelry box that my parents gave me when I was a little girl. And then when my daughter was born, I gave it to her. And then when Storm was born, Storm was her first child. When Storm was born, she gave it to him. And so somehow it's not in the world's best shape. I mean, it's coming apart back here. As you can see, it's coming apart back here. But, it's still there. And then, set this down. This cedar chest has been in my family for 100 years that I know about. And as you can see, it's pretty badly singed. There's a lot of soot on it. We've got a lot of cleaning to do. But everything on the inside is fine. It didn't burn. Nothing in here is burned. Nothing in here is even scorched or destroyed or anything. So, but this has gone in my family for at least 100 years now. It has gone from mother to daughter, and then when my grandson was born, it was the first time in the history of the family that it went from mother to son. And I don't know if you can see it or not. It says this cedar chest was given to Anna Margaret Hufford, born November 14th, 1902, by her husband, Sam Wilson Kingery. Born January 31st, 1903. Now, Anna Margaret died on February. There's no actual birth date there, or death date there. February 1924. Now, she was my mother's birth mother, and Sam Wilson Kingery was my grandfather. When Anna died, this chest was given to her daughter. I don't remember when. I don't remember when he died. Sometime in 1970. Oh, that was my grandfather, Sam Wilson Kingery. Who wrote this? Their daughter, my mother, Alice Lorraine Kingery, born December 14th, 1923, married Olston Gay Knuckles. Wedding anniversary, December 14th, 1944. Olston died December 20th, 1969. That was my father. Alice gave this chest to her daughter, Sue Ann Knuckles, that's me, born November 3rd, 1948. And she who wrote this? And she married Glenn Paul Fulton. And the chest was and another chest was bought for her other daughter, Peggy Ellen Knuckles. That's my sister. Sue gave this chest to her daughter, Samantha Ann Fulton, born March 4th, 1972. Samantha's father, Glenn Paul Fulton, painted it white. Sammy's father, painted it white. Written by Alice Knuckles. That was my mother. Sammy has a son, Joshua Storm Griffith, born 10/12/91. Okay, so now I have to update all this because my daughter had 2 other children. She did not raise any of them really, but she had no contact with her daughter. So there's a lot I need to do to update what's going on with this chest, because she passed the chest on to her son Storm when he was born. I guess my mother, written by Alice Knuckles. That's my mother. But anyway, so I have some updating to do on the history of this chest. And you all may or may not know, but my daughter died last year. And I guess that needs to be put on that chest too. Her death date needs to be put on there. So I've got some work to do to get this cleaned up. I did go to Walmart and buy some Murphy's wood soap, if I can get a hold of it. Murphy's wood cleaner. So I assume, I did not read it, I assume it says it's biodegradable. That's good. Wood floors, wood paneling, bookcases, tables, chairs, cabinets, laminate floors. Well, it's going to clean up a mess. What is interesting is my grandson and his roommate were playing cards, and they left the cards on the chest, and the cards didn't burn. That's interesting. The cards didn't burn. Now, the fire started while my grandson and his roommate were at work. They came home. The fire was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I guess it started in the circuit breaker, the electrical box. I guess that's where it started. And my grandson had 5 dogs, but he got home, and here's all these fire trucks and police and everything, and he couldn't even get to his house. He didn't know really what was going on, and he came over to my house, and he was at my house for hours, and he seemed distracted, and I couldn't figure out, what was wrong. I would try to talk to him, and he would just kind of distracted. And then my sister called, and my sister lives a half a block from my grandson, and she said Storm's house burned down last night. And I said, what? She said, do you know where he is? I said, yeah, he's been here for hours. He and Greg both have been here. Greg is his roommate. Have been here for hours, but he never told me that his house had burned down. So I hung up from talking to my sister, and I went in to the living room. I said, Storm, your house burned down? And he said, did it? And I said, yeah. He said, I didn't know for sure. He said, I could see that there was a fire, but I couldn't tell which house it was. And he said, I couldn't get home, so I just came over here. And so my sister said that Greg, the roommate, could stay with her. So he's over there at my sister's house. He and my grandson work. They both work at Domino's, which is a pizza restaurant. And so anyway, I have them here. We did have one of Storm's dogs here with us, and she she's an incredibly good dog. She does what she's told, and she doesn't bark, and she's a long-haired dog, and she sheds like crazy. I did have her here for a while, but I don't have permission to have a dog here. And finally, my sister said, just bring her over here and give her to me, and I'll take care of her. And I'm kind of editing this story a little bit because it's kind of long. But anyway, the dog is now over at my sister's house, and my sister's cat and the dog are not getting along, but, you know, they're going to have to learn. And then my grandson has 5 dogs, and there's 4 of them still at the shelter. But he's going to figure out what he's going to do with those dogs, because they told him they would keep them for a month. Well, the month is going to be up next week. So I don't know what's going to happen. And, but they kept him at the shelter. They didn't charge him anything for the boarding fees or anything like that. They had the 3 of the puppies and the mother dog. And so they said they would vac, snip, and chip those 4 dogs and only charge the veterinary fees. So, that's what they're doing. They're charging the veterinary fees, which he has to pay next week, I guess. And then my grandson has to have the house torn down. The house is it's not repairable. It was fully engulfed in flames. It's not repairable. So it's, you know, he's going to have to find a place to live. He can't stay here with me forever. That's not going to happen. Love him dearly, but I just don't have room. I just don't have the room for him. He's sleeping on an air mattress in what is supposed to be the dining room, but I never did use it for that. So things have just been it's been hectic. And it's been hard to concentrate or do anything. But anyway, I know this is a long video, and I hope you'll forgive me. But this is my this is kind of my explanation of what's been going on for the last month and why I haven't been posting videos. And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching.